Hey guys, I'm Lou, and in today's video I will be talking about all the books which I will be reading for Asianreadathon, which is happening in May, so this video also acts as my May TBR. TBR stands for to be read. I will be vlogging my reads in May, so please consider liking this video and subscribing to this channel to see the update. I actually rearranged my bookshelves especially for this video, so all the books which you see on these shelves are written or featured by an Asian author. There is also a shelf off camera which features all of my manga TBR. I'm quite proud of my collection of Asian authors which are on my to be read list, but I can't wait to make a dent into the books. Asianreadathon was created by Read with Cindy last year for Asian Heritage Month. She is continuing it on this year, and I will include all the prompts, Cindy's announcement video, and the link to the Google document which has a list of recommendations for books by Asian authors. I will also leave my Twitter thread down below where I created a list of audiobooks which are free to stream during lockdown. I'm going to tell you guys the challenges and how I plan to complete them. Number 1, read a book by an Asian author. Number 2, read a book featuring an Asian character or written by an Asian author who you can relate to. Number 3, read a book featuring an Asian character or written by an Asian author who is different from you. Number 4, read a book recommended by an Asian. And number 5, which is optional, to read Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste, Inge, and participate in the Little Fires Readalong and Watchalong. My plan for Asianreadathon is very relaxed. Essentially in May, I'm only going to be reading books either by Asian authors or co-written by Asian authors. So I don't need to specify a certain book for a specific challenge because most of my books will fit into the challenges. Read a book by an Asian author, that is what I'm going to do the entirety of May. Read a book featuring an Asian character or written by an Asian author different from you. If anything, that's the only thing I really can do. A lot of Thai literature is not translated into English, and the books which are, I'm not particularly interested in reading them. I could also read a lot of books written by Asian men or have an Asian male as the main character. A lot of the books which I'll be reading will be from authors of every other Asian country, and read Little Fires Everywhere. Seeing as I'm one of the hosts of the Readalong, I probably should participate in that challenge. However, in my upcoming list of 9 books, I will tell you which book matches the challenge for read a book recommended by an Asian. The first book I'm going to be reading in May is very unsurprising. It is Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste Inge. I will link my announcement video to the read-along up above and down below for you guys to go and check out. I would be a terrible host if I didn't read this book. I'm actually thinking of reading this book twice. Once in audiobook format and once in physical format, but I do worry that it might be a bit too much, a bit like I'm studying for an exam, when really I should be enjoying this book, but I also feel like I need to be a good host and know this book inside and out. I like to over-prepare things. The summary is as follows. In Shaker Heights, everything is meticulously planned. From the layout of the winding roads, to the colours of the houses, to the successful lives its residents will go on to lead. And no one embodies the spirit more than Elena Richardson, whose guiding principles is playing by the rules. Enter Mia Warren, an enigmatic artist and single mother who arrives in this idyllic bubble with her teenage daughter Pearl and rents a house from the Richardsons. Soon Mia and Pearl become more than just tenants. All 4 Richardson children are drawn to the mother-daughter pair, but Mia carries with her a mysterious past and a disregard for the rules that threatens to upend this carefully ordered community. When old family friends attempt to adopt a Chinese-American baby, a custody battle erupts that dramatically divides the town and puts Mia and Elena on opposite sides. Suspicious of Mia and her motives, Elena is determined to uncover the secrets in Mia's past, but her obsession will come at an unexpected and devastating cost. I'm really excited to read this book with you guys, and seeing the hype which this book has. The second book I'll be reading in May is Wicked As You Wish by Rin Chupeco. After all the drama that happened between Mackenzie Lee and Rin Chupeco, I wanted to support Rin, especially during Asian Readathon, because I am a Rin Chupec ho. Rin does not deserve the barrage of 1-star reviews and hate that she's getting for calling out a problematic author. I decided to treat myself and both Emilys to Wicked As You Wish to do a buddy read or read along in May. The dates have yet to be decided, but I would announce it on Twitter, so do go and follow me on there, especially if you want to read this book along with us. Many years ago, the kingdom of Avalon was left encased in ice where the Snow Queen waged war. Its former citizens are now refugees in a world mostly devoid of magic, which is why the Crown Prince and his protectors are stuck in Arizona. Prince Alexei, the sole survivor of the Avalon royal family, is hiding out in a town so boring magic doesn't even work there. Few know his secret identity, but his friend Tala is one of them. A new hope for their abandoned homeland reignites when a famous creature of legend, the Firebird, appears for the first time in decades. Alex and Tala must unite with a ragtag group of friends to journey back to Avalon for a showdown that will change the world as they know it. I'm really looking forward to reading this book. I absolutely love The Bone Witch by Rin Chupeco. It's one of my favourite reads of 2019, and so this book definitely has a lot of hype to live up to. I also have The Never Tilting World by Rin Chupeco on my general TBR. I'm pretty sure it's over here somewhere, and I'm not forcing myself to read it in May, but I'll be really happy if I do. You'll have to subscribe and see if I do get around to reading it. I will also be reading Oran High School Host Club volumes 2 to 5. I will be buddy reading this with Lois from Locken Reads Book Reviews. I will link her channel down below and you guys must absolutely go and check her out. She is so sweet and she is so close to 100 subscribers. Somehow I managed to become friends with Lois during my absence from BookTube, and I love that I was still able to connect and become friends with her even though I was taking a break from BookTube. She is an absolute golden star. We're aiming to read a volume a week. This series follows Haruhi, who is a scholarship student at a private elite school. One day she accidentally breaks an $80,000 vase and she has to join the host club in order to pay it back. It is there that she discovers just how wealthy the boys are and how different they are from everybody else. I bought the anime to the series and I absolutely loved it, and when I saw all 18 books for £30, I could not pass up that great opportunity to go and relive the story and get to know the characters that much more. I can't wait to read these books with Lois and have such a fun time. The next book I'll be reading is Wicked Fox by Cat Chow. It follows Mi Young, who is a Gumeo, or a nine-tailed fox in Korean mythology. She must devour the energy of men in order to survive. After feeding one full moon, Mi Young crosses the path with Ji Hoon, a human boy, being attacked by a goblin deep in the forest. She saves him but loses her fox bead, her Gumeo soul, in the process. Ji Hoon realizes Mi Young is a Gumeo and they form a friendship which develops into something more. But when a young shaman tries to reunite Mi Young with her bead, the consequences are disastrous. Mi Young must choose between her immortal life and Ji Hoon's. I am both really looking forward to this book and have feelings of apprehension because this book has a lot of conflicting reviews. I've also noticed from my friends and the people that I follow on Goodreads that if you're Asian you tend to rate this book really high, but if you're not, then you think that it's an average read. It tends to be getting about 3 stars from people who aren't Asian, so it'd be really interesting to see if I connect with this story that much more because I am Asian. The next book I'll be reading is Frankly in Love by David Yoon. It follows high school student Frank Lee, who is a limbo, his term for Korean American children who find themselves caught between their parents' traditional expectations and their own Southern California upbringing. His parents have one rule when it comes to romance: date Korean, which proves to be complicated when Frank falls for Britt Means, who is smart, beautiful and white. Fellow limbo Joy Song is in a similar predicament, so they make a pact. They'll pretend to date each other in order to gain their freedom. Frank thinks it's the perfect plan, but in the end, Frank and Joy's fake dating maneuver leads him wondering if he really understood love or himself at all. I actually got an arc of this at Yalk in 2019. I think it literally says it on the cover, but I ended up messing up the dates in my head. For some reason, I thought that this book was coming out in January in 2020, so this year, but this book was actually published in September of 2019. And I remember being really confused and upset that I wasn't able to read it in time for publication and promote it. And then I heard mixed reviews, and so I didn't end up reaching for this book immediately. So I'm happy that I'll be able to read it now for Asianreadathon. The last planned book I'll be reading in May is This Time Will Be Different by Miso Sugiura. This book completes challenge number 4 of read a book recommended by an Asian, as I am trusting Sophia from the Book Basement's opinion that BookTube is sleeping on this book. I'll link her channel and the video which I mentioned down below for you guys to go and check out. Katsuyama's never quit, but 17-year-old CJ doesn't even know where to start. She's never lived up to her mum's type A ambition, and she's perfectly happy just helping her aunt Hannah at their family's flower shop. She doesn't buy into Hannah's romantic ideas about flowers and their hidden meanings, but when it comes to arranging the perfect bouquet, CJ discovers a knack she never knew she had, a skill she might even be proud of. Then her mum decides to sell the shop to the family, who swindle CJ's grandparents when thousands of Japanese Americans were sent to internment camps during World War II. Soon a rift threatens to splinter CJ's family, friends and their entire Northern California community, and for the first time CJ finds something which she wants to fight for. I bought this book at Yalk at the Illumicrate stand. I am really excited to read this book and hopefully I'll love it. My best friend Emily had a very mixed opinion about this book, which does make me worry that I won't like this book because we do have similar tastes and opinions, but I am hoping this will be a case where I love the book. If you would like to buddy read with me Wicked Fox, Frankly in Love or This Time Will Be Different, please leave a comment down below or reach out to me on Twitter, as I do not have buddy reads with them just yet. Whilst I'll only be picking up books by Asian authors in May, I will still be reading a few books which I have not finished in April too. Those books are The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. I am buddy reading this book with Hannah from Hannah Books and Other Things. If you do not know who she is, please go and check her out. I've been friends with her since I started my BookTube channel over 2 years ago, and both of us have ended up coming back to BookTube at around the same time, so please do go and show one of my oldest BookTube friends some love. The Way of Kings is an adult high fantasy book that is well over 1,000 pages long, so I don't think I'll be finishing this book in May. I am also currently reading Roomies by Christina Lauren, but I am hoping to finish this book before the end of April. So that was my TBR for Asianreadathon and May. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. What books will you be reading for Asianreadathon? Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Bye!